Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles or elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation, brothers, and hopefully let pushing His word in truth and sincerity. Alright, this video here is going to be doctor versus physician. Alright, so in today's world, we deal with more doctors than we do physicians, and a lot of physicians are recognized as basically dealing with witchcraft only because they deal with the herbs, they deal with the healing, they deal with natural remedies for the body. All right, so so most people nowadays don't really deal with physicians, but physicians have a purpose in the earth, and they seem to lost that purpose due to the father of lies, due to this kingdom in which we're living in now. So just looking at this article here, I actually have not read through it. I just read the title here, and I said, well, let's bring this out. Because you can see they pushing Vanessa on you. So let's see how far they going with it. All right, it says about 99.999% of fully vanescent Americans have not had a deadly breakthrough case, the CDC data says. Okay, it says more than 99.99% of people fully vanescent against it have not had a breakthrough case resulting in hospitalization or death, according to the latest data from the U.S. CDC. The data highlights what leading health experts across the country have highlighted for months. Okay, these leading health experts are doctors. That's all they are. The Vanessas are very effective at preventing serious illness and death from it, and are the country's best shot at slowing the pandemic down and avoiding further suffering. All right, they say they're the country's best shot. Okay, so these doctors, leading health experts, and Vanessa are the country's best shot. Okay. The CDC reported 6,587 breakthrough cases as of July 26, including 6,239 hospitalizations and 1,263 deaths. At that time, more than 163 million people in the U.S. were fully vanescent. Divide those severe breakthrough cases by the total fully vanescent population for the result. Less than 0.004% of fully vanescent people had a breakthrough case that led to hospitalization, and less than 0.001% of fully vanescent people died from breakthrough cases. Okay, most of the breakthrough cases, about 74%, occurred among adults 65 or older. Now, alright, since they mentioned that, they brought out the percentage and the numbers. I'm glad they did that. Let's do this. Let's bring out the percentage and the numbers ourselves. All right. Let's grab this. Let's see what's going on here. We're gonna look at the numbers. Now we know that Johns Hopkins keeps up with these numbers, right? So let's see what Johns Hopkins says. Okay. So now it says matter of fact, we're gonna do something else too. Now that we're here. grab a couple things. So let's get all into it. Let's see the world population, because they did the census last year. Let's see what they estimated. Okay, the world population, of course, last year, based on the census, 7.7 billion people in the earth. All right, remember that, 7.7 billion people in the earth. Okay. Now, the Johns Hopkins numbers. There are 198,614,523 global cases. Okay, those are just the cases. All right, there are 4,229,142 deaths globally. Okay, so let's get the deaths first. We're gonna start with the worst and work to the better. All right. So out of 7.7 billion people, okay, 7.7 billion people. We saw that it was a little more, but I'm gonna give it that. All right, 7.7 billion people in the earth. We're gonna start with the global cases. Oh, Slovakia. All right, we're gonna take that number and see what we come up with. Okay, so now look at this number here. So out of the global cases, there are less than 1% of the population have tested positive. Okay, so that's 0.02579, and the number goes on. All right, that's less than 1% of the population. Okay, now let's do it for the deaths. Let's see what that is. Okay, so now, once again, less than 1%, meaning 0.0005492392207. So that's way less than 1% of the population have actually died. Okay, from the thing. Less than 1% of the population have died from the Windows 19. You see that? So now, where is the demic at? Where's the demic at? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But look at these doses. Look at the look at Vanessa. 4 billion have been Vanessa. Since, like I said, since they did the numbers, let's do the numbers ourselves. So 0.004. Well, we got 0.0005 that have actually died from it. See that? Tell you can't make this shit up. Can't make it up. But let's continue on. Most of the breakthrough cases, about 74%, occurred in adults 65 or older. Since May, the CDC has focused on investigating only hospitalized or fatal cases among people who have been fully vaccinated. The agency says the data relies on passive and voluntary reporting and is a snapshot to help identify patterns and look for signals among Vanessa breakthrough cases. To date, no unexpected patterns have been identified in the case demographics or Vanessa characteristics among people with reported Vanessa breakthrough infections, according to the CDC. The agency shared a study this week that showed the new thing produced similar amounts of of the thing is in Vanessa and unvanessa people if they get infected. Experts continue to say that Vanessa makes it less likely you'll catch the thing in the first place. But for those who do, the findings suggest they could have a similar tendency to spread it as unvanessa people. The study also convinced CDC leaders to update the agency's mask guidance on Tuesday, recommending that fully Vanessa people also wear masks indoors when in areas with substantial or high transmission to prevent further spread of the new thing. Guidance for unvanessa people remains to continue masking until they are fully vanessa. See that? This is what doctors will tell you. Physicians will tell you a whole different thing. Beyond severe cases, an analysis of official state data and Kaiser Family Foundation showed that breakthrough cases of any kind are also extremely rare. About half of states report data on the thing breakthrough cases, and in each of those states, less than 1% of fully vanessa people had a breakthrough infection, ranging from 0.01% in Connecticut to 0.9% in Oklahoma. Now, once again, like we just crunched the numbers, less than 1% of the population have actually died from it, and less than 1% of the population have actually contracted it. See that? The KFF analysis also found that more than 90% of cases and more than 95% of hospitalizations and deaths have been among unvanessa people. In most states, more than 98% of cases were among unvanessa. But you see where it's getting to. It's getting to just the divide of the people. It says pace of Vanessa is going up. Healthcare workers assist a patient in ICU. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get some. I'm gonna skip through some of this because a lot of this ain't even important. It says the new thing is now contagious. One former health official recently warned that people who are not protected, either through Vanessa or previous infection, will likely get it. Amid concerns over the rising cases and the dangerous strain, the country has seen a steady rise in the pace of Vanessas in the past 3 weeks. An even sharper increase in states that had been lagging in the most, according to CDC. Like I said, they're going to come down with it. They're going to do whatever they can to get to get in your arm. Okay? Vanessa wants you. And Vanessa wants you bad. The 7-day average of new doses administered in the U.S. is now 652,000, up 20% from 3 weeks ago. Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Louisiana, which had by far the most new cases per capita last week and has only fully Vanessa 37% of its population, saw daily Vanessa rates rise 111% compared to 3 weeks ago. Meanwhile, and just to let y'all know, down here, they in New Orleans, the mayor did brought back the mask mandate and said that city workers to get fully take Vanessa out on that date. You know, she mandated that here too. But meanwhile, in Missouri, which has been among the hardest hit states in the latest surge, now has a daily average of new Vanessas 87% higher than 3 weeks ago. Roughly 57.5% of the population has received at least one Vanessa, has taken the Vanessa on at least one date, and about 49.5 have taken Vanessa out on 2 dates. All right, but let's get this here. First, we're going to get the definition of a doctor. This is the word doctor. It says a qualified practitioner of medicine, meaning one who practices medicine. But then it says a physician, which a doctor is not a physician. We know that.
Doctor.
A person who holds a doctorate. He has made a doctor of divinity. This one here. Change the content or appearance of a document or picture in order to deceive, falsify. The reports could have been doctored, and that's what they do. Okay. Here it says treat medically. I will doctor him every day until he is better. All right, so it means to change or to falsify, and that's what they do. They change or falsify all the time. You could think about these doctors here. They telling you things. They tell you, oh well, it does this or it does that, and then they come back, well, this is what we need to do. Then like, okay, this ain't working, but this is what we need to do. This ain't working. This is what we need to do. No, it don't work like that. See, a physician deals with the herbs of the field. They deal with healing. You know, doctors deal with treatment. Physicians deal with healing. Okay, you can treat something, meaning that helps you to manage it, helps you to live with it. Physicians attempt to heal you, deliver you from it. Okay. Let's get the definition of a physician.
Physician.
It says a person qualified to practice medicine, our family physician, a person who cures moral or spiritual ills, a healer, physicians of the soul. So physicians can help cure moral or spiritual ills too. Okay, physically. And the thing about this word, this truth, is a physician. This truth is your healer. Okay, because it has you depend on Yahweh Shem Shai. It has you to pray to him. It has you to ask him for healing. Okay? It has you learning about the earth, learning different things. It gives you wisdom of not only the world, but wisdom of spiritual things. All right? So, let's also get into the symbol of medicine here. So I have here the caduceus symbol and the rod of Asclepius. Okay, now depending on where you live at in the world, or not even just where you live at in the world, but some different medical agencies or medical practices use generally one out of these two symbols: the caduceus or the rod of Asclepius. Okay, and that caduceus has two serpents intertwining around a staff with the wings on it, and then the rod of Asclepius has the one serpent winding itself around the staff. Okay, and you notice once again the common thing is the serpent. Why would you have a serpent for something dealing with healing? So I looked up a couple things, and for the most part it's BS, but they try to give a viable explanation of saying that the serpent had to do with how it sheds its skin and it heals, and different things. But no, we know what the nature of a serpent is, so don't get with that. So I found this article here, and I want to pick a little section out of this to read this. And it says things you don't learn in medical school. And I was looking up caduceus. Okay, and I'm not gonna read all of this. There's a certain section I want to get. Okay, this section here says which of these. Okay, the confusion starts with the use of caduceus and rod of Asclepius. Okay, the caduceus is a symbol of Hermes or Mercury in Greek and Roman mythology. Once again, see how we going back to what was used in the Roman Empire. This is why we know this is the revised Roman Empire again. Okay, one of another symbols. But it says the caduceus is a symbol of Hermes or Mercury in Greek and Roman mythology. Caduceus symbol is identified with thieves, merchants, and messengers, and Mercury is said to be a patron of thieves and outlaws, not a desirable protector of physicians. See that? They telling you with your symbolism and just their wordplay and everything that they're doing, they putting it right in your face. And it says the symbol originated when Mercury once attempted to stop a fight between two snakes by throwing his rod at them, whereupon they twined themselves around the rod, and the symbol was born. The rod of Asclepius belongs to Asclepius, who was the revered Greek god of healing. All right, so once again, you got these other guys, Roman and Greek mythology, dealing with that. So they're nothing. That's literally what that it means, that they are nothing. They mean nothing at all. So let's get that. This is Job chapter 13, verse 4. It says, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. You see, doctors lie. When you have to constantly change and lie about another lie, about another lie, about another lie, it loses all value. Okay? They are the forgers of lies. They be born speaking lies. They come out of the womb, with that spirit on them, that nature on them, just to lie. Okay, this is why they are doctors. They are doctors. They change. They falsify. All right. Ye are all physicians. Ye are all physicians of no value. All right. They not there to heal you. Physicians heal you. They don't heal you. They treat you. They allow you to manage with a disease. That's why when they give you things to supposedly heal, it comes with 5, 6, 7, 10 different side effects. Because that is the nature of a doctor. All right. This is Psalm chapter 144 and 11. It says, rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children. And these are strange people. Okay, these are strange children that we're living amongst, whose mouth speaketh vanity. Anything that comes out of their mouth is vain. It means nothing. It's empty. And their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. Their power hand, their power structure is lies. Literally, their spiritual power is lie. That's part of their power, man. One of their spiritual power is lying. That's why they can do so much and get away with so much and deceive the whole world. Because they lie. This is Sirach chapter 38. I'm actually start at the top. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him, for the Lord hath created him. Okay? We need the physicians. We needed them for healing. We don't need doctors. We need real physicians. ones who knows who are well versed and studied in the herbs, in the true healings. For the Most High cometh healing. For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The skilled of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. And we think about it now, doctors don't really do anything here. All they literally do is sign off on medicine. That's it. They're not physicians. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. And most of the people abhor the herbs of the field, the things used for healing. Okay? Was not the water made sweet with wood, and the virtue thereof might be known? That the virtue thereof might be known. And he hath given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous work. Okay? He gave us the skill to be able to do that. With such doeth he heal men and taketh away their pains. That's what the physicians are for. That's what the herbs of the field are for. Of such doeth apothecary make a confection, and of his works there is no end, and from him is peace over all the earth. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole. So when you take these herbs, make sure you pray over them. Pray to Yahweh Shema Shah for them. Leave off from sin, and order thine hands aright, and cleanse thy heart from all wickedness. So you need to pray, you need to repent. Okay? Give a sweet savor and a memorial of fine flour, and make a fat offering as not being. Then give place to the physician, for the Lord hath created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. Okay? There is a time when there is good success. See that? For they shall also pray unto the Lord, that he would prosper that which they give for ease, and remedy to prolong life. See that? So you're praying over that, and then the physician is praying over it, which you don't want them devils to pray over your stuff, because they ain't praying to Yahweh Shema Shah over their stuff anyway. All right, but this is just a nice little lesson to just kind of go into doctor or physician, or doctor versus physician. All right, so I hope you're edified. Shalom.